Welcome, friends. Today's topic is about how to draw Indian delicacy that is, in common terms, it is called as Vada Pav. Okay, so here is a small drawing. I'll explain you as to how do we go about drawing this. Okay, so I'll take this sketchbook. Okay, and then what we have to do is do a slanting line like this. Okay, so basically this is like a cuboid. Okay, so same thing, we draw a little slanting like this. Okay, and then like this. Okay, so this becomes a more of a 3D figure. So once we do this, this is where we can now start doing the shaping up of the whole pav, which we call, yeah, or bread in common terms, like this. Then a little bit of lines like this. So basically, this looks like a open box sort of thing. Okay, and inside that will be, we call it as a vada. Okay, like this, and this is an oval. Okay, so basically in this drawing we have used the basic steps of how to make a cuboid, open box, and then do something which is of your liking. So I have chosen this Indian delicacy that is called as Vada Pav. Okay, so and then later on we can just erase out these lines like this. Then we can draw. So once so this is the main figure. Like, see, I have did little bit of detailing here of the bread which is there. Okay, and then the vada which is there inside this. We called it as in Indian terms as vada pav. Okay, this is like made out of potato, and this is a small a chili is kept, and say these two are our you know you can call it as chutney. Okay, like this. Okay, so I just made this small ones like this. This one is, so basically here we cover again how to draw these small plates and all that. Okay, so now let us go about start to color these things. Okay, so what we can do is first we can do a little bit of a background. So these will happen to be a little bit of yellow color. So I can give preferably a little bit of, if not a blue one, I can think of giving it a little light orange look to the whole thing. Okay, in the background. So I can just do a little bit of like this. And I don't want it to be very bright. Okay. So once we are doing this, we can just do this pastel effect, and I'm doing this cross hiking sort of thing like this. See, okay, in a little slanting direction. Okay, so that the background helps to bring the main object in the foreground to the forefront, like this. Okay, so these are not vertical strokes, or say a little bit of a horizontal way of doing this. Okay, and then I can just do one more crisscross of that in the opposite direction, like this, so that we get a very nice pastel effect. This is basically all pastel. And like this we do. Okay. Then keep getting the color. Like this you can do. Okay. This. Then we can have a little bit of green at the bottom, but again it will be very light like this. And, this will be a secondary color scheme, that is light orange and light green. So I hope you must have seen all my videos on understanding color, okay, then about the color wheel is there. So that all videos you must watch, because there you will understand as to how do we go about coloring. Sorry, how do we go about using the color to get the desired color harmony. Okay, so it's like though you'll never find that objects appearing in nature or say in actual, or so that they have been kept something like that as say, so say you go in a restaurant and there you'll find that something like the restaurant people are using some color scheme like this, which is pretty not thought of in the common sense. Okay, maybe you'll find in very, very big hotels. There may probably they will try and use so many schemes like this. So this is gray rose I'm using here. Okay, gray rose is the lightest form of violet you see. So when I use this color for the plate like this, it only gives us those three basic secondary colors. That is light orange, light green, and the lightest form of violet, like this. Okay, so once we do this, okay, now let's start with the bread part. Okay, so we take dark brown, then yellow ochre, light brown. Okay, those colors which and a little bit of, we'll have to probably use white also here and say yellow ochre and all those things. Okay, so now the top you can do something like this, very dark, nice color like this. Okay, and again I forgot one more color, that was burnt sienna. Okay, so burnt sienna will give us a little brownish tinge to the whole thing, and say here like this. Then we can use yellow ochre here. Okay. See, like this yellow ochre. Okay. And then I'll just do a little bit of lighter color here. Okay. because there is where the soft portion of the bread will start appearing, and on that we can do a little bit of coloring with white. So also here we can do a little bit of white like this here. Okay, and then a little bit of yellow next to that. And then we can have color like this. Okay. And then we can scrape off some color from there, so that but that we can do a little later. Okay, now let's start with coloring the vada. We call it as vada, potato vada. Yes. So like this it will be, and then we can do a little bit of light yellow color, and on that again yellow. Okay, so a light yellow color like this. So here the oil effect has not come much. So let me do that. Now I can just scrape off this a little bit like this, so that I get a nice lighter color here, like this. Okay. This, and then I can use a little bit of yellow here. Okay, just to round strokes like this, just to merge the base and the color which I am using to give it a little oily look like this. And then these white ones which we had did here, we can just now remove this. Okay. can again remove this from here also. We want a little lighter colored look there. Okay. So once this portion is ready, now we can go for a little detailing work of this. And then just clean up this. It's a simple cloth. So now you'll find the texture of the bread developed here. See this part. Again, a little round strokes like this. And then again merging it. Mhm. So basically, to get the texture right, you have to do, from the lighter. If you must have seen, I did it from a much lighter color to then slowly going towards a darker color. Okay. Now let's finish the chili, and this is like a boiled chili, so you'll not find it very dark because see, when you boil it in water, the texture gets very light. So the darker portions will be this one, and then you'll find that these portions which are there, they'll become very light. So say maybe a olive green or maybe even lighter than that, like this. And then after doing this, we can go for doing a little bit of white on that. Okay, to obtain some very natural highlights. But then they are not very bright like this. See, and once we do this color, we can then again scrape off this color because I want it to be much more lighter here. Few portions. So doing color is very important. After that, scraping and then obtaining the texture is what you can do. So let's do sap green here like this. So this is pretty dark. little bit of lighter just to do a lighter blend with the color on this. Okay, so the chili is in place, and now we can do the detailing of this one, which is again very very dark red chutney. So say we can do dot 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 like this. Similarly, here we get a green chutney like this here. Wait, I can do a little bit of the sap mixed with this. And then we can have a little bit of white here on the top. Get the brighter effect. And then we can again keep coloring like this to obtain the final texture. Okay, now once this chutney is there, this one we can do a little bit of maroon also in that, so that it becomes a bit darker like this. And now with say green, when I do this, you'll find that it is darkening a bit because green is a complementary color of red. So when both of them mix, that time you'll find that the red which we had put that darkens a bit. Okay, now in this chutney you'll find a little bit of orange color also. Okay, so like this, if you see, yeah, because see, it's a mix of chili and coconut. So the coconut is like pure white, and the chili's color, which is there, which is red. So though you will not get a exact the pure orange, but see, we put little bit of turmeric in this, so that when it mixes with the red chili, you'll find that a little orangish color is developing like this. Okay, so and then we can have a few highlights here and there on these. Okay, somewhere here, like this. Okay, so once we have did this, let the color take shape. We can then do the final detailing. Now we can color this plate and say I can do it with a nice lemon yellow or say a medium yellow like this. Okay, just to complement with the lower green background which is there. And then similarly this also. So see, I'm actually not concentrating much on the plate coloring and all that. That you must have seen in my various other drawings. So that you can keep watching those particular things. Okay, so let us see these ones. So I hope you have got this chutney correct. Okay, so no, sorry, this is how we have got this chutney as well as this chutney in place. Okay, so now let's do a little bit of outlining so that I get the shape of that. Just like that. This and like this is a very wet chutney, the green one. So you'll find that the green chutney then tend to move out of the content. Okay, so once this is done, this is done. Okay, now let us do the outlining of this plate also, and I can put some color also at this edge. So let me first establish the lines like this. If the lines, like you see, a very less small line there, like this we can do. Okay, and then same way probably I can put a red border to this, like this. Very nice red border, like this one. Then this one, this one here, this one here, like this. Okay, and now let us do a little bit of darkening work here at the folds so that you can get the shape correctly, like this. So now on this green, I can, to obtain it a little brighter color, I can actually do a little bit of yellow. Okay, so just to brighten up there. Okay, nothing else. See this portion. See this way. You can do little round strokes like this. Okay, that is because that is how the color will blend, and these are all tubular surfaces. So, like I mean, these are roundish. So the body which is there is a bit roundish in shape. So you'll find that when you do circular coloring like this, you're getting the texture right, like this. See, when you do these ones like this. Okay, I can put a little bit of a highlight also here. Okay, with yellow. You can just scrape off the color from here like this. Okay, and then I can put a little bit of yellow in this portion. Okay, so that's done. Now the chili is done because see, like it's boiled chili, so you'll not get a very bright edge of the chili. Okay, so once this is done, let us do the outline part a little bit like this, so that we get a little nice defined outline for the chili. Like this, and then we can do a little outlining here like this, then here, then so here we can put. Let's see whether to make green darker. If I use a dark brown and then mix it like this, you get a little darker color here. Only mixing the color here a little bit. Because see, doing texturing is not that the color is available in the uh, palette, and then you can just use that color and just put it in place. It's like a mix of a few things like this. Okay, so when we keep doing this, there's a lot of things which we can keep doing, okay, to obtain the final color. But then this is how the drawing progresses. Okay, so let's now do a little bit of something like for here to appear that it is fried effect. So like now I'm using a little darker color here just to give that fried effect. Like this. See, again I'm doing this round stroke. Okay, so that I get a very um, not a very defined surface, but then something on those lines. Okay, so you can do the dot dots here and this here. See, like these dot dots which are there, like this, you can keep doing. Okay, so once we do this, now let's do the bottom portion also here, because the base and the top you'll find it very dark like that, and then a little defined here. And see what generally we do is we put this bread also on the pan to heat it up. Okay, so you will find a little browning happening here in the bread like this. Okay, and say we can put a little top burnt sienna also there, just a little bit like this. Okay, and probably here also. So they are cross strokes. If you see like this, then cross strokes like this, just to get the shape of the vada like this. So a little bit of black also will have to do, because here you will find that when it is put on the pan, you'll find little bit of burning also of the Because if the pan is very hot, you'll find a little bit of. But then that's not matter to worry. Okay. Um, so here I love do a little bit of blend of color here, so that we can get each little defined nicely. Like this. So now, if you see now is where the texture is developing. Okay, so okay, so we can now put a little bit of white here just to brighten up this place like this. And then there will be some bubble effects on this because see everybody I think must be knowing how this yeast is sorry the bread is prepared. So there you'll find a little bit of bubbles like this. Okay, and you can just do it, mix it up with. Then you can just I'm just putting a few here. Okay, now we'll define these edges. I think we are almost nearing the end of the drawing. Okay, so we can define these edges now like this. So once this is done, we'll just do quickly the shadows here, little bit shadows here beneath the plate, like this. And I think the drawing is now final. And you will be able to see it in the thumbnail, the final drawing. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Do attempt this. It's a very nice thing to draw, and you'll enjoy drawing it. Thank you very much.